Welcome to CoreCon Today. We're going to be diving into a lot of stories today, including a new effort to stop IPTV services from pirating content. Dish has a new DRM that they're pretty confident will be able to stop that. We'll see if it plays out and tell you everything you need to know. YouTube has a new way to stop video recommendations. Are you sick of all those recommended videos and more? And Google will face a $5 billion privacy lawsuit. You could get some money from this. We'll let you know what you need to know about it heading into the trial. Hey, first though, if you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself and hopefully learn something new and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're new here or you've been here a while, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping us support our families, and hopefully helping you break free from the high costs of cable TV. With that said, let's dive into it. Dish has been awarded a new patent for a new type of DRM that they're targeting towards streaming services, traditional cable boxes, and more to protect the content on there and make it hard for pirate services to take the content off there and stream it online. A lot of these IPTV services get things like Dish boxes or Comcast boxes, break the encryption on it, and then stream it online for very cheap money. They go out and resell basically their Dish feed and more with it. This results in a lot of loss for these companies. Dish has been one of the leaders fighting against IPTV services, and now they have a new effort here with this new DRM. Now, they have a patent that will allow them to use it themselves, but more importantly, go sell it to other people so they can get Comcast and other companies to pay them to be able to use this new standard. It'll be interesting. It's a bit of a whack-a-mole game. We often see these back and forth. The question is, how good is this? Is this really as revolutionary as they say it will? How long will it take? I bet it'll be a little harder than you think. We'll see. It's not rolled out yet. They just got the patent awarded to them. I'm sure they're working on bringing this to updated boxes and more to help stop piracy with it. We'll keep a very close eye on it, but I've said this before. The war on IPTV is very hot in 2023. Dish has not only been suing people, but trying to prosecute them and get them in jail for running these IPTV services. You got groups like ACE and more going around and also working out there to shut down piracy services. We'll keep a close eye on it. All right, let's keep moving along. Have you ever hated all those recommended videos based on your watch history that YouTube brings up? YouTube's made a change that now allows you to not see those and be able to ignore all those recommended videos. Now, if you turn off your ability for your watch history with that, for them to track that, it will now remove all YouTube recommendations, which is an interesting move. So if you hate all those little pop-up notifications, you go to the home screen, you get recommended videos from channels you don't follow and more, you can now turn that off. YouTube has made it possible. Details in the show notes down below in that link. If you want to shut that off, there's a full walkthrough there on how to do that. But let me know, are you bothered by this? Some people responding to the story are very excited about the ability to no longer get YouTube recommendations. Other people are kind of like, hey, what's the big deal? I kind of like the recommended videos from YouTube. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Are you a fan of this or are you not? I want to hear from you. All right, Google will have to face a $5 billion privacy lawsuit. Google is facing a issue here that basically says that people are being tracked even when they're in incognito mode, which is the mode in the browser that's supposed to help protect your privacy. Also not show your browser history. I think that's what most people probably use that for. But the lawsuit is a $5 billion request here that says that Google is basically doing something they shouldn't. Google tried to get dismissed. The judge has said, no, you're going to go to court on this. We'll be interested in playing it out. It's kind of one of those things. Fine print, detail, user terms and conditions, all this is going to come into play with it. Very interested to see how this works out. But again, always assume you're being tracked online. Be very careful with the assumption that you can hide your privacy online. Just keep that in mind. Unfortunately, in the world we are in, it's kind of what it is, unfortunately. NFL preseason kicked off last night. Now, I know a week ago we hit the Hall of Fame game, but the full-blown NFL preseason is underway right now. If you want to be able to keep on top of everything happening and find all the preseason games, we have a full guide over at CordCarsNews.com. You can go down below, and there's a link in the show notes to a full guide on how to watch it there. So check that out if you're looking for it. All right, do you miss MTV? Classic movie channels? Streaming's got you covered. Vivo is bringing classic MTV style channels for free to the Samsung TV Plus. These are going to be human curated, not algorithm curated, video lists of popular music. They're going to even have different theme times. For instance, Halloween movies coming closer to Halloween. This year-round 24/7 channel will stream nothing but music videos, hand-picked, hand-curated, and more. And they have a variety of these different ones for different periods, different genres, because I know we all don't like the same music. Check it out. Link in the show notes down below if you want to relive MTV. Let me know, though. MTV was popular, music videos, all that was really great in the 80s, early 90s. Do you care about that anymore as you get older? Do you still want to watch those? Or are you kind of like, I don't care, I'm happy with the content I have and I'm watching? Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. All right, Pluto TV is getting into exclusive sports, just not here in the United States. They've partnered with DAZN, D-A-Z-N, which is a popular streaming service in the United States, but they're launching 5 sports channels internationally in places like Germany, Austria, and then, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, France, and Latin America will get these. And these will be like women football, which is international football, channels dedicated to billiards, channels dedicated to fighting, and channels dedicated, not billiards, darts, and channels dedicated to international football. Now, if you live in one of these countries, really cool, free live sporting events exclusively to Pluto TV. We've talked about this a lot. The quality of content on these free ad sports services has been skyrocketing. So check this out. Link in the show notes down below if you want to learn more about it. But there's a lot happening there with this. All right, next up. I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I was kind of rushed. And I didn't really focus a lot on this. Wanted to talk about some of the Disney numbers. Hulu, with live TV, lost 100,000 subscribers. Their Sling almost lost 100,000, and Fubo lost over 100,000. So what's happening with all these services losing subscribers? I think a couple things. For one, you have to consider the fact that maybe people are switching services to cheaper ones, maybe like Philo, which don't report numbers, or to like YouTube TV, which does not report their numbers officially, for the NFL Sunday Ticket. But also we've seen this trend, and I want to know, question of the day to everybody, if you've followed this, a lot of cord cutters start with these live TV streaming services and then move themselves over to on-demand only services. We'll see how this plays out, but it is very interesting to see that these services have lost subscribers. Now, they're not going back to cable TV because Comcast and Spectrum combined during that same period lost 700,000. So there's a lot of people cutting the cord. They just don't seem to be going to some of these live TV services. We'll see. I really believe it from talking to you, the readers, and I want to know if this is true for you. If you're not a sports fan, why pay for something like Sling TV? I was just talking to somebody earlier today, and he said, hey, I only pay for sports during sports season. During the summer, I shut off my Sling TV subscription. Is that you? Do you just cut it out completely? Do you just get it during football season? Have you noticed yourself more willing not to pay for live TV streaming services or not? Now, Disney's raising the price on this. It is going to be one of the more expensive live TV services now for Hulu Plus Live TV. It is important to note it still does come with the Disney Plus bundle, which does help it stand out a little bit. It's a lot of content. You get all of Hulu's on-demand stuff with that. You get Disney Plus and ESPN Plus bundled into that, into a single app with it. We'll keep a very close eye on all this, but it's very clear, though, that the trend in cord cutting is maturing. A lot of cord cutters, I firmly believe, are saying, hey, Paramount Plus, Max, Disney Plus, etc. are all I need. I think that trend's going to continue. We'll have to keep a very close eye on this, but I'm very excited. I actually think this is good for cord cutting. I think people, when they first cut the cord, they get in the mindset that, hey, I need to replicate cable. And I think a lot of people are leaving that mindset and saying, hey, I just want to watch stuff I want to watch. I don't need that cable channel. I don't need that cable interface. If Netflix is giving me everything I want, or Hulu, or Amazon, or Peacock, and more, why bother with the high cost of these cable-like replacement streaming services? So let me know what you think. Well, that's it for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I will be back again with a special video this weekend, but I'll be back again on Monday with another cord cutting today. I would really appreciate your support with all this. We've had a fantastic summer. I know this is kind of a slow period. Viewing numbers have been amazing. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to head over to cordcuttersnews.com. What I talk about here is a small fraction of what we do over there. And lastly, if you ever have any tips, if you ever find any breaking news or more, We want to hear from you. Your tips are often the best ways we find out about news stories that are happening to break them to everybody. Head over to cordcuttersnews.com, click on the Contact Us, and send us an email. We'll love to hear from you. Until then, take care, be safe. We'll be back again real soon.